Hello, hello, hello. We did say we would bring you Jaarsveld, and we do have Jaarsveld. Yeah. I did this ship in asymmetric modes, like I said in my special announcement video. I was very impressed. After playing it a few more times in operations, I am still thoroughly impressed. I very much enjoy this ship. I think it's a blast. Standard economic pack, nothing special. I mean, I get more, of course, with my personal merits. So there is that. Armor-wise, we do have to make the armor. A few things we do have to focus on are the armor. It's squishy. 16 millimeter plating. Let's pull some of that back. That's a Citadel. It's clear above the waterline, folks. Even with that, you're still... You might have a slight turtle back, but it's not going to save you. I mean, any cruiser, let's be honest, any cruiser is going to screw you over. Maybe it could potentially overpin if it hits that upper part and goes through. But in all honesty, let's be honest, you're going to get Citadel if you face a cruiser broadside in this. Yoshinos, you might get lucky with those. If they show armor piercing, you might be able to overpin it just because the caliber, but for the most part, if you're facing anything in randoms, you're going to be taking Citadel damage. Survivability-wise, we have to really focus on this. Torpedo protection, negligible, nothing much. With a full health build, in health, you're getting 36,350. You got to build into the health. You have no choice. If you don't, you're looking at about 34,000 to 32,000. Not a huge amount. Not a huge amount at all. I mean, you're very limited. The guns, though, well, they're of course 128s. They're not the best. But they are actually pretty decent. They get a 16-kilometer range, and they get 32 millimeter penetration. For the most part, that's pretty much any Tier 8 battleship. I believe Montana even has 32, I believe. Let me find Montana. Montana. Where the hell is Montana? Oh. Dumbass, it's right in front of you. 38. But you will pin most. But 32 millimeters is the common threshold for practically every Tier 8 battleship. Every Tier 8 battleship does have... Why do I keep doing that? Does have, well, it's a little bit more, but it does have the 32 millimeter plating, and you can get that superstructure. So yes, you will do a decent amount of damage, but you're going to be heavily reliant on those fires for sure. Armor piercing, unless you're shooting a Nuremberg or your top tier and you're facing tier 6s, AP is not even worth mentioning. It's going to be a solid HE spammer. Airstrike wise, that's the whole gimmick of this line. 2 flights for this line. You're getting a 34 millimeter bomb penetration, so not enough to really pin most battleships, but top tier, you're going to do some damage. Anything above that, you're slightly going to suffer. For the most part, it's the airstrike quantity, the amount you can pump out is 30 seconds, basically, for 37 seconds, which is extremely fast for a airstrike. And you're basically, within a minute, you have your airstrikes. A little over, like, maybe a minute, what is it, a minute and 20? Yeah, around, actually a little under a minute and 20. Yeah, you're going to have your airstrikes up. Yeah, actually it's 114 seconds. So you're going to have your, actually, wait. Yeah, let's just go 114. My mouth is off today, but the point is the reloads, airstrikes, they reload super fast. That's the whole gimmick of this thing. That's the whole gimmick of the new line. The new captain is going to be absolutely critical, and I hope to bring you more footage of the line as I go up it with the new captain. I haven't really had a test to test this stuff out. I would recommend, it's not great, just because again, it comes down to all that armor. Any carrier, like, let's just bring up carriers real quick. I want to just show you how bad this thing can get, screwed. Like, here's the carriers. Let's just say full beta. Oh, oops. For beta, rockets have 40 millimeter penetration. Even, let's just say, Enterprise, 27. Even the worst of the worst, Implacable, still has 28. Even Kaga, with its lousy plane, still has 28. Rockets will hurt you. So you are at a significant disadvantage for sure. There's no getting around that by that armor. That armor is gonna kill you if you aren't careful. Maneuverability wise, 8-second reload or 8-second rudder shift and a wonderful knots of 36 knots. That is actually very positive. Another thing is the concealment. It's 10 kilometers. So that means you can stealth bomb targets if you can get within range of them. Again, that does not work if the DDs outspot you. If the DDs outspot you, there goes that whole gimmick. But it really just comes down to artillery, survivability, and the armor. Those are the three things you need to pay attention to when running this ship. If you don't, you're not going to succeed in this line. Again, I'm running full recommended build. Again, that is pretty much it. There's no really other option besides this. This is what you want to run. I usually don't do mount recommended, but for this one, you kind of have to. Again, the airstrike is the whole gimmick. You need the aiming systems, you need the concealment, you need the extra fire prevention, and you got to protect your guns. There's no thing about it. Again, and it just gets engine boost, which is very nice, very nice. The engine boost is very welcome. And the heals are extremely welcome. They will come in handy in the replay. You will see these two things being used very easily. Again, the bombers, it's more for the memes, in my honest opinion. I think it's still a decent line, though. I am really looking forward to the tier 10. Exterior wise, that's the default. It's pretty much solid white. I honestly kind of like this camo. It gives it a class. It gives it class. It makes me think of an old-timey fashion sailing ship. But let's get into the replay and show you how the ship, because I can't really talk about it. I got to show you how the ship works. That's really what it comes down to. Hello. I told you I would bring you some Jaarsveld footage, and I kept my promise, folks. Actually, very interesting. Me and Cap were thinking, okay, let's run the Jaarsveld together. And then we're in tune, we're thinking, the one map we've never had in a long time is Kill Row. And lo and behold, this map pops up, and we're thinking, oh, this is gonna be fun. But the team, Alabama, Bismarck, Mainz, Asasio B, and Azure Lane, Yuzakaze. I was thinking the Cap, if it's a good Yoshino player, we're not going to get damage on those Usos. So I'll keep my eye on him. Then I noticed, okay, he is coming into the port. And that's great. Now, the great thing with the Jaarsveld Those were loaded in about 37 seconds. I know it's weird me trying to drop on the fort, but I wanted to see what would happen. And they literally go all around except on the fort. Gotta love it, right? Now, I am running this thing all flagged up. So the health flag, all the little tiny flags, I am running this ship. And you know I don't really run flags with ships. But this is a ship that really needs, I mean, it's only 30, and this is with the improved captain on it for my good and Lou. So, when you think of it that way, you really need it. And that's not a lot of HP. That is not a lot at all. I mean, even the amount we're taking now is too much damage. And Cap was very pissed. I mean, I'd be pissed too. Again, you guys all know that I hate mains. I hate mains with a passion. I don't have anything good to say about that ship. I really don't. I mean, it is basically the Schlieffen of Tier 8. You don't need any skill. Because the Lucian literally gets 140 target hits, and the thing does have to work for you. Sasho does drop torps on the bearing. Another thing I would like to point out, these airstrikes are actually very easy to use. Very easy to use. I mean, look at that. You literally drive straight into them, and we're basically right on target. 6 bomb hits, 1 fire. These bombs are really nice. Now, I was really scared here. Because all that thing has to do is turn its guns right at me, and it will go straight through my armor. Cap gets a good hit there. Looks like he set some fires. Ooh. Kind of caught me on a rock and a hard place. I think that was a little bit short, unfortunately. It was still on target, but still short. So I'm really very enthusiastic for the new captain. I think that ship, plus the Prince von Iran, I think that's going to be a really strong combo. And I'm looking forward to really going up this Dutch line. Really am. I think this line's going to be really fun to go up. Now, of course, we're waiting for all of our airstrikes to get ready. And then we're going to slap that Gneisenau out. Okay, he did shoot at me. Kind of scared there. I do shoot to try to get the DCP off cooldown. And we do get the DCP off cooldown. So I'm telling Cap, okay, let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait a little bit longer. I know it's about 30 seconds, a couple seconds. Let's wait. And then okay, drop. Not that much, but we do get a double fire. And then Cap hits it again. Triple fires on that poor Gneisenau. That could have been very bad. That could have been very, very, very bad. As you did see, that did hit right on our Citadel area. But it looks like it went through the upper belt, not the lower belt. So we got very lucky. And again, we're just going to farm this guy. I mean, it's solid. I mean, it's good, great damage. Now look at the Sasho torps going in. 4 fires on the guy. Now you would think, okay, we're gonna lose it too, but those torps literally go straight down the dock and into each side and don't even. Oh, now that was just funny watching that. You see, now even in that angle, you don't have to lead much with those airstrikes. You really don't. And their bombs are gonna drop right on top of it. Another 3 bomb hits, 1 fire, plus the fire. So we have like 2 fires on it. Again, I dropped that one a little short, but it would have. I know Cap goes in and drops some airstrikes, and I think he said he was doing about 12K with those airstrikes. Okay, there's a target. Yeah, so he pretty much nuked it. So me and Cap are gonna go out. We're gonna try to barbecue this Fuso. I will say though that the Gneisenau out was the majority of my damage. And then it was kind of all piecemeal all over. Again, I am worried. You know, we do know that there is a Nuremberg coming. So I'm like very worried. I'm well aware of that. Again, those shells hit, those will drop right on the Fuso. Unfortunately, his DCP is, oh, I guess it was off on cool. So we get a double fire. There goes Cap's strike. Unfortunately, no one goes north, so we lose that star. Again, Nuremberg has double the health to me, so I am very, very worried. So I'm trying to drop everything I can on this thing to try to live and trying to not take as much damage. Again, we underlead that strike, so that does hurt. We do get a fire. Fortunately, though, we are going to get its broadside, so that will make things significantly easier.
Ship is on fire. Awaiting instructions.
And I think we actually bounced a couple armor-piercing shells there.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Now, it's been a while since I've been on this map, so I'm thinking, okay, they gotta spawn at 9 minutes. And then I realized later, I'm like, wow, we've really been resting. It was 10 minutes, or 8 minutes. And we do see that the Pabuki is just sitting there. So I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot.
Reconnaissance reporting. A third enemy reinforcement party is approaching.
Now, we are very low health.
Awaiting instructions.
Very low. I mean, pretty damn low. So, you know, we're worried. We got the elbow shooting at us. And now the gate is going to shoot at us. I don't know how I was able to make these turns, because technically I am the closest. So I don't understand like how I was getting away with this. I don't know. Downside is the airstrikes are only 11 kilometers, so you like got to get within range, and that's at this health is slightly very scary. Unfortunately, those are under lead. First one though, the second one will hit. Still not the best. But, and the reason we did choose this footage was because, well, I mean, we knew it wasn't the best and highest damage game, and you know, we had low stars, which was unfortunate. But I wanted to show you the strengths and the overall survivability of this ship. And to show you that, you know, okay, this ship is good, but it has its weaknesses.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
It's unfortunate that the DDs could not kill that battleship up there. It really is. And there's not much we can do to really help. I mean, could we go back in? Sure, but we would lose the op. So it's basically at that point, do you take the last stars and lose, or what?
Reconnaissance reporting. The fourth enemy reinforcement party is approaching. Airborne.
Fortunately, we don't get a shot for our airstrikes to hit. $109,000, or 191,000 technically. We're gonna round it up with only 8 separating it. 69 or 68 bomb hits, with about half of them being non-penetrations. Me and Cap are on. Cap is actually on the top, surprisingly. So we had to give it to him. But this replay shows 2 things. The gimmick of the airstrike and the survivability of the ship, that you need to spec into it. If you don't spec into the survivability, you're screwed. As you can see, about a third of our damage, or actually technically about a fourth of our damage, was on the Gneisenau. And then it was just kind of piecemeal, really all over. When you look at bombs, though, it takes a lot of bombs to really do something. And that is unfortunate. It was really, I was honestly wanting to see more damage from the bombs, but I think this will be very interesting to watch and redo once we get the new captain. I have high hopes for that captain. I am really looking forward for that new captain. But that is the Jaarsveld. Squishy, definitely a meme ship if you wanted to do it.